Today on Mysterious Morsels, we're talking about brownies. And I don't mean the tasty cakes, and I don't mean my first dog, and I don't even mean a young version of a Girl Scout, because all that came to mind when I first heard this. So apparently brownies are like some subdivision of household spirits related distantly to hobgoblins from the Scottish realm of things. So the Anglo-Saxon theory behind fairies and hobgoblins being a subsidiary of fairies, which we talked about in a previous episode, it turns out that the Scottish cousins are brownies. And brownies are basically household spirits that are sort of like a hobgoblin, just Scottish style. But they will perform chores, and they generally do them at night. So like if a family needs to, I don't know, churn butter, do laundry, milk a cow, whatever, obviously kind of an old roots farming community theory behind it, they would leave a treat, kind of like, cookies for Santa. And in the morning, the chores would be done if you left the brownies some treats. They really liked, like they always talk about, liking milk, like a bowl of milk or some cream. They would eat that, and maybe like a cookie, but they were easily offended. So if you didn't leave them a treat, they would not do the work, and then they might leave forever, and that's it. You're done. You're cut off. No more chores for you. They generally can be pranksters, but not as much as a hobgoblin or something like that. So they might play little tricks on you, but not to the level that a hobgoblin would. So they would really just be more helpful. And if you worked this out correctly and left a little treat and then got your work done in the morning, like this could go on, for a while ad infinitum. A weird creature that comes from English folklore that's sort of the mischievous cousin to the brownie is a boggart. And that made me laugh because they tend to live in fields and marshes, and they're extremely mischievous creatures. So, of course, Bogart, I think Humphrey Bogart, I go right to the original Gerber baby, which, by the way, he was, and I think of the movie Casablanca. No, not talking about Humphrey. And it's really my sister in my head, because she would always say, don't Bogart, in line, or don't Bogart on my idea, or like, don't Bogart. So to me, just expressionally, a Bogart was somebody that wanted to take something that you had, or get in your way, or like jump in line, or like do something out of class, out of character, out of time that they shouldn't. But really, they derive from English creatures and folklore that are like distantly related to a brownie. It sounds like Bogarts are way worse than a brownie, but they're more mischievous, and they'll like come and mess with you, if you will. So it's kind of funny, because I always think of my sister with Bogarts. And then another one that I had mentioned prior, and I just wanted to give a little more credit to, the wisps. And wisps, again, very Anglo-Saxon, but more Scottish than English, but both sort of embrace it in their culture. They're little small flames that are different colors, often blue, that tend to mislead travelers on purpose. They kind of resemble like a small lantern, and they just will create like a trail, and you would follow them, and people see light, so they think, oh, okay, follow that. That's got to be like a good pathway. But the path is often not to where you want to go. They're attributed to ghosts or fairies or elemental spirits, which begs the question of that movie Elemental. I haven't seen it yet for Disney, so who knows? Maybe that's has something to do with it. But Will of the Wisp is sort of the expression. And if you've watched, again, Brave, she follows the wisps and then ends up in the wrong spot in the forest and gets lost and bumps into the witch. So it could be a negative thing. Sometimes it's just a mischievous thing, like, haha, took you off course. Sometimes it's trying to get you to a bad place. But I wouldn't innately call wisps evil, more like pranksters and mischievous little derivatives of fairies. And they could be attributed to ghosts and things, but for the most part, the wills of the wisp, like, you're going to go wherever the wisp wills you to go. And generally people follow it because it's light, and they think, oh, the light is safe, if you will. So that's something that, you might see. But they're all kind of distantly related. Again, very Anglo-Saxon folklore kind of a thing. If you like this type of content, scare the like button into turning blue and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. Thanks for watching.